Well, here comes the beast. All right, what do you think of the beast, brother?
Oh my gosh, incredible. It's got some serious power.
Now, he's sitting in at 130 pounds. He doesn't need all this thrust.
Right.
But the guy that bought this machine and the ringleader of this whole deal, Big Daddy Rabbit over here, he's 80 years old. This is Levon, and he's coming in 82. Okay, and so this is his machine, and he's got two other boys that are big guys, and this is his son-in-law. So the nice thing about a trike is you can share that body weight, and right now they're just driving it around the field, getting kind of acclimated with it.
Yeah.
What are you thinking about what you've learned so far? You've been in this is your second day here. How you doing with it?
Oh, I think that the number of examples and stories that you've shared with us tells us about things you should do and the things that people have done that they shouldn't do, and then knowing both sides of it's really helpful, so we can be very aware of it all.
And you fly the big. Tell me about the kites that you fly.
So I fly professional kites at different festivals in the southeast, near Texas and Oklahoma and Louisiana.
And how big are these kites?
They range anywhere from about 25 feet across to 150 feet long. They're big, very large, octopus-like looking kites.
So do you find that dealing with those kites is giving you some skill as far as understanding the wing? Like when we brought the wing out this morning and set it up, does it seem sort of similar to that? Or
It is. Even though they're different, they're sewn together different, and they operate different, they're both still catching the wind, and they're bridled uniquely.
Yeah.
And so, when that wind comes up, it grabs it, and that square footage has power that you just don't even understand until you get to wield it with it.
Yeah.
So it's pretty incredible.
What do you think about the now that you see the beast in person? You guys have been looking at all the videos.
Yeah.
What do you think about the quality of it, honestly?
It's really incredible. What's nice about this is it appears like it might be thinner than you think, but when you get up to it, it's heavy grade steel.
It is. It's stout.
Really solid, and you don't feel like you're in anything wimpy at all. This is a solid machine.
And you seem like you're enjoying yourself out there, just tooling around on it.
Absolutely.
Pretty
a little bit of throttle catapults you pretty fast, so it doesn't take much.
So what we do is we do it in little baby steps here. We just want to get that throttle under control, get some of the intimidation out of that motor, because this is a lot more motor than anybody needs, but it's nice to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it, especially when we have a motor that can easily release off of this. We have FlyPod's unique quick release. You simply pop these 3 pins and lift up the front end, and we take this whole motor off here just like it was a backpack unit. But this is not a backpack unit on here. This is made of steel too. This is a thicker steel. We went a little thinner on this so for weight thing, but we wanted something solid with no joints in it, and it has just been a work of art. When you take it off, you've got casters down here, and of course FlyPod comes with all the stuff that's not on the other ones, like self-steering front end. If it senses it wants to roll over like the other trikes, it'll steer towards that way. It's telescopic, so we can adjust for comfort of every pilot. We've got multiple hang rack, A-line assist, and nice big gas tank on it. But that trike will pop down with about 3 pins, and you can take that motor off. And then we've got casters down here. So as soon as you drop that motor off, you want to roll it around in your garage or whatever you want to move it. You don't have to even lift it up. You just slide it around. And roll it around. 3-bladed prop, about 260 pounds of thrust coming out of the beast. And it is a nice, smooth, liquid-cooled motor, 36 horsepower. It is bad to the bone. So we definitely can't, we're definitely taking some time here to let them get acclimated with it.
Yeah.
Of course, with this carburetor, with diaphragm carburetors, there's not a lot of resistance on the throttle. There's a little bit more on the other ones. They have a bigger spring in them, but so we just got to learn to feather that throttle. We're not just mashing the throttle, hoping the thing throws us into the air. We want to learn to taxi it out. If you haven't seen my other videos, how to launch a powered paraglider trike Captain Kurt style, how to land and how to taxi in my video compilations, check those videos out. And so that's what we do. We do things in baby steps so that just by the time it is time to make their first flight, they've seen me do demonstrations, they've watched setup, we just take them through the whole thing. And yes, I do tell, he's talking about me telling the stories of what I see, but you really learn from those stories, and it puts a picture in your head of what can happen if you're doing the wrong thing. So we'll be talking about collapses and ground schooling yesterday. We turned the ground schooling into sort of an eating festival around here. I know you're thinking, Cap, you got those shredded abs. How do you maintain if you're gonna? But anyways, we're having a great time. I hope you're having a great time.
Oh, I'm having a blast.
We're sure glad to have you. And you came in from what state?
From Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas, and I forget where Levon's from.
He's from Arizona.
Arizona,
Yeah.
okay. And we got a lot of guys out there. I'm going to hook them up with some of my guys out there.
That's great.
And Jack Struther, if you're watching, brother, Levon's out there somewhere near you, I believe. And we'll hook you up with him. He's a cool guy. You would never guess this guy's 82, and he's sharp as a tack, man. He is something else. I think he's going to do great, and we're going to have that video. So if you're not a subscriber to my channel, click the button below, subscribe, give us a like, and stay tuned because you're going to see the beast fly. We've just introduced this beast, and the Fly Pod Beast doesn't have all that hanging harness. Oh my gosh, anything with a harness hanging here, just throw it away, run from it. And it doesn't add the stability. We got a nice big racing seat from Summit Racing, the drag seat. Very comfortable, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it fits me like a glove.
All the way up it gives you spinal protection. It's comfortable, but it allows a good view of the wing when you look up. You're sitting at a nice almost 45-degree angle. It's like sitting in a lounge chair. When this thing is in the air, we're flying wheel a little higher, and then it gets even more comfortable.
Yeah.
And so you're not strapped into harnesses and all that stuff. They offer no protection if they ever roll them, and they don't self-steer and they don't do the. It's just a nightmare. If you check some of the Beast videos out, I included videos and pictures of some of the other trikes, so you can just see the difference in the quality. But this thing is buzzing. We have them coming off the assembly line now, and we've got 4 more this week that just went into production. And as you order them, we produce them, and it usually takes a few weeks for delivery time to get everything checked out and made. We custom make each one for every guy. We have strobes that he can put on here. He just has to decide where he likes them. I let the customer do that, but it comes with strobes. And it's got strobes and headlights and landing lights. So if you're coming in and you made it back to the field a little dark, you can light that whole field up like the front end of I mean, it's bright. It's like car headlights almost, but they're LEDs and they're super, super bright. It's amazing. But I'm glad you're here. We're glad to have you. Stay tuned, guys, because you're going to see the beast in action. You haven't seen us flying it yet, but you will. God bless.